Welcome everyone, Christine here with Phoenix Point. It's been a while since this game has come out, and it has gotten a significant number of updates and DLCs, so I think it's worth revisiting this game. I'm going to be playing on Legend difficulty, though that might not necessarily be the best choice. Not in terms of difficulty, more so in terms of enemy durability. It's potentially going to be a grind. We'll find out, or may not necessarily be so. And yes, living weapons, blood and titanium, legend, legacy of the ancients, and festering skies. Let's get started.
The Phoenix Project was founded on October 24th, 1945. The Second War to end all wars was over, but there were those who understood that we could no longer afford to think in terms of nations and empires. For a time, the Phoenix Project successfully navigated the political conflicts of its era. That was our golden age. Phoenix Project operatives scoured the world for clues. We had bases in 24 countries. Even the heavens were not off limits. But out there, on the far side of the moon, began our downfall. The failure of the Phoenix 2 mission exposed us to our enemies in the UN. Stripped of resources and scattered to the winds, we were reduced to a secret, a memory. When the Pandora virus woke up, we should have been the first line of defense. When huge clouds of mist appeared over the sea, when people started vanishing, we should have figured out what was going on. And when those people started coming back, changed, hostile, alien, we should have been ready to fight, but we failed. The ecosystem started to change, imperceptibly at first, then faster and faster. 3 factions arose. New Jericho, trying to restore order and purity. Sinedrin, hoping to build a world without hierarchies. And the disciples of Anu, a new syncretic religion dedicated to adaptation and biological change. At war with the world, and at odds with each other, these factions cannot find a way forward. Now the mist is returning, and armies are rising from the sea. Without the Phoenix Project, humanity will fall. It's time to rise from the ashes.
Okay then, let's get started. So we have a South American base as our starting point. Okay, so what do we start with? We have some personnel, and it is actually a bit important that you do actually actually get your guys in order, because if you don't, I mean, for instance, you should spend strength, you should give each of them magazines. Because without those magazines, they're gonna run out of bullets very, very damn quickly. Okay, so they don't have... He doesn't have skill points, so I guess I only had 1. Okay, fair enough. So he gets a grenade, maybe 2 actually. Well, we only have 2, so let's go with that. Okay. Alright, so grenades have been given, ammo has been given. And then we have research. Start with atmospheric research. So that's our base. We got a fabrication plant. So what can we build? Access lift. Alright, defense missions. Okay. We got research lab store. Very well. Living quarters. Probably not necessary at this point. Another store, another... I'm not sure anything is worth it right now. Power consumption is pretty good. Maybe just, okay then. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, it just doesn't seem like it's worth doing anything. Right there. Okay. Stop a group of rampaging soldiers. Very well. Alright, so here we go. There is one right there. Gonna be interesting to see how we can... Well, there is a ladder.
Catch me if you can.
Yeah, ignore any kind of opponents right now. Because we're not in a position to actually deal with them right here. And this could very well be the hardest starting mission that you do encounter at the beginning of the campaign. Like, honestly, it might just be worth restarting a campaign simply because of this. Come on. Make your fucking moves and... Alright, that's the second one. That's a third. That's a fourth.
Can't wait. Receiving.
Okay.
Let's show them what we can do. Here comes the Phoenix. Lining up a shot.
Rolling out.
That should put an end to him.
I've got this.
That's one. Okay. One sorted out. 3 more. He did spend all his movement points to get there.
I've got this.
Do you?
Finger on the trigger.
Okay, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to... Yeah, that might just be the best option.
Let's blast them. Let's show them what we can do. Ready.
Okay, and then put some Overwatch right there.
Let's do this.
Okay, end the turn. So, 2 more.
Action. Ready to roll. Proceeding. on Overwatch.
Okay, end the turn. So hopefully we can deal with... Oh. There was actually 3 more. We can deal with that.
Let's do this.
Another one on.
Can't wait. Just need the right angle.
Alright, let's see if we can take him out.
Oh, yeah. Finger on the trigger. Is this really the best they can do?
Ready, sort of.
Medkit used.
Switching in.
And the last one is there, so we'll just
Let's
move these guys.
Ready.
Ready, willing, and able.
Let's see if we can take him out. Besides, this guy has the heaviest level armor.
Suck it. Oh. Let's do this. Reloading.
That is not ideal. Let's try that. Okay, his gun has been disabled. He's trying to run away.
Enemy killed.
That's it. Bit of a tricky mission. But hey, people did get experience, so that's good.
I had always assumed the Phoenix Project would return one day, even after Symes disappeared. It seems to be the defining pattern of your history. Fall, then rise again. I wonder if this points to an underlying weakness or an underlying strength. That is why I did not intervene. We could have stopped those soldiers ourselves easily enough, but I needed you to see, to understand that far more is at stake here.
Okay. So there's a level 7 soldier right there. Our guys are a bit wounded.
Research complete.
Okay. Haven recruitment protocols. Get those in order. Okay. Ask Tobias West.
Research complete.
New Jericho was one man's vision, and everything depended on that one man. Before the war, Tobias West had been a billionaire, an elusive, controversial businessman who denounced war even as he profited from it. When the world fell, his empire began to rise. Some said he was a genius, a man of principle, dedicated to equality and merit, fighting to preserve the core of human freedom, our will. They said he had a plan, that he could lead us to victory. Others called him a dictator, a megalomaniac, fearful of infection and obsessed with purity. They said he was willing to do anything to win, no matter the cost. The Phoenix Project needed allies. New Jericho could help us turn the tide, but it all depended on one man.
Okay then. Right. Let's see. So we got some points to spend. Bonus accuracy and minus 10% damage dealt. Honestly, for him, that's actually really freaking good. Oh yeah, I spent maybe a bit too much points. Okay. Because yeah, you can use Phoenix points for those kind of things too. We could make a Scarab, but I'm not sure we need the Scarab right now. Thing is, we couldn't really use it at the moment anyway.
Research complete.
Randall Symes was the last leader of the Phoenix Project. His great-grandfather had been there when it was founded, and he was there to witness its end. When we took back Phoenix Point, we found his notes. In his final days, as the world collapsed around him, he had been working frantically to understand the Pandora virus. Somewhere in the complicated history of the project, in decades of missions and investigations, there had to be an answer. His notes were damaged, too many of the files corrupted. But perhaps, if we could retrace his steps, we could figure out where his journey had taken him and what the answers he had discovered would mean for us.
Indeed. Yeah, that can wait a bit.
Research complete.
Would be nice. Okay.
Construction complete.
Alright, so that's enough. Kostin signing out.